I've gotten to that age, 22 next month to be exact, where my friends are starting families of their own. Yeah, 4 of my friends have had children. What? Weren't we literally just on like MSN when we were like 11? And these child-having friends have posed the question to me, when am I gonna have my own little goth baby? Ugh. The answer is never! For various, especially personal reasons, I don't want children. I'm very self-aware of the fact that I could never be a mother. That is not on my cards. I don't want children, and it should be something that people respect. But for some reason, it's seen as like a selfish thing, which is very weird, because don't you think it would be selfish of me to be very aware that like I am no mother material, but I'll still bring a child into the earth? Like, no. It has absolutely nothing to do with what you may think. Like, oh, Caitlin, you don't want children because you don't want to ruin your body? What the f? Absolutely not. Why is it always the first thought that pops up into people's minds whenever a woman, femme, whoever wants to not have children, but it has to be because we don't want to ruin our bodies? It actually may be because after seeing the damage your newborn did to your wife, this man should be thanking his lucky stars that his wife was okay with this video being made. Because the stigmas that go around with vaginas and how ew, disgusting vaginas look right after birth, because oh my God, how could the puss look the exact same as it did before literally pushing out a human? What? That whole mindset that a woman is disgusting, especially with, you know, her private area after having birth, really needs to die out. That thought process, along with that toxic male mindset of it, yeah, shut up. These same men don't appreciate their childbearing partners, but will instead, you know, honey, let's make this TikTok that's just a joke. It's just a silly little joke, that are just thinly veiled feelings that they actually have towards their partner, but they don't actually want to hurt their partner's feelings because they want to have a clear conscience. So yeah, that's why these jokes are made. And sorry, but I'm not going to believe otherwise. I don't care how much you want to hate me and tell me that it isn't true, because it is. It is. Just from what I've seen, it is. Sorry, it is. Furthermore, supposedly, you should never allow your man in the delivery room because he will be turned off by you forever, because apparently, while you're having a child, you should be propped up, sexy, lustrous, and seductive. Women have to constantly be a sexual object, even while birthing a literal child. I hate this world. I hate it so much. But what are you waffling on about, drama queen? What is it now? Well, let me enlighten you, or shall I say, really make you feel like shit. So, this is one thing women do without realizing the implications. Don't ever allow your husband in the room while you are having birth. It traumatizes them. Some of them get so scared for your life and may never touch you again because they don't want you to go through the same pain again. Yeah, because that isn't also thinly veiled as, I don't want your vagina to look less attractive to me, so we're just not going to have another child. My friend is still begging her husband to touch her almost 3 years after she gave birth. The man is still traumatized and doesn't even want to go near her. They can wait in the waiting room. It's not easy to see a whole human come out your pom-pom. Pick me. Choose me. Love me. See, man, I get you. I get you guys. Vaginas? Yuck. Am I right? Babe, this was a horrifying read. Truly, especially because you're a woman and you are speaking like a really toxic man. It's already traumatic enough for the person who is birthing a child to birth that child. That is a very traumatic process. It is very invasive. You have so many people around you that you may not want to have around you, that you may not be comfortable in having people see down there. Or there are a lot of cases in which mothers will, poop themselves, and sometimes they realize it because they're not on medications or anything like that, and they're so embarrassed. Or they have really disgusting male doctors who take advantage of them while they are in such a vulnerable state, such as stitching up their vaginas in a way that it still pleasures their husband, because apparently just right after you have birth, it should be time. No. And also your vagina does go back to normal size eventually. I don't know what this whole thing is of ill vaginas after a woman has had a baby, because it's like, okay, right after they have a child, yeah, it's gonna look a bit different. Grow a fucking brain. But poor Jamesy Wamesy, you can't handle the natural occurrence of somebody giving birth? Not just somebody, but your wife, your partner. I am convinced that y'all don't deserve women, especially the people who are going to bear this child for 9 months and still have to go through it after they give birth, which should be the time that they are recuperating, spending time with their baby, spending time with you, but you don't even want to touch her, right? Because, ew, the birthing process was so icky. Grow the up. Seriously, because you're acting like a 12-year-old little boy. And the reason I say y'all don't deserve women is because, especially if you're treating her like that, you're gonna treat your partner like she is disgusting and damaged goods because she birthed your kid. Your kid. And to further add on, I'm not sure why you are validating your friend's poor excuse of a husband's feelings when it's been 3 years. It has been 3 years. Your friend should not still be with this idiot. Your friend needs to move on to somebody bigger and better. How are you sitting here understanding the husband's trauma, but not how traumatic it has been for the past few years for your friend to feel subhuman because of giving birth? One of the most natural things to happen, and the husband can't even handle it. Getting upset that this person's genitalia looks different 2 hours after giving birth, then you need to get yourself nuded. Like, bye-bye dick, bye-bye, 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 you don't need it anymore. And here's where it comes to why I think this mindset has absolutely nothing to do with supposed trauma. A man responds, "It destroyed my life with my wife. I don't touch her any longer. I wish I was never there. I hate the fact that I experienced this thing." You guys don't deserve these people. Like, it makes me feel so upset for these women that these people are talking about, like, behind their backs. Really? You're responding to another woman who has the same kind of disgusting toxic mindset that you have, and you're just putting her down behind her back. Are you serious? Leave her. Have her go find someone who will actually appreciate her outside of objectifying her 24/7. I am just convinced that these men are so stupid or just genuinely uneducated, because if you really are that focused on how your woman's genitalia looks after birth, then why the hell did you impregnate her? Why the hell did you go as far as to do all of this with her and then basically leave her in the dust after? I absolutely feel for these women who are being made fun of. I absolutely feel for these women who are being spoken about behind their backs on social media to other women about how they're the reason that their sex life is dead and not because of the fact that they're so rotted from porn. Oh yeah, this is real life, mate. So get used to it. I am so glad I came across this topic today, because don't even know the percentage of how many people I have on here who have had children and have had to go through something similar to this, because just know there are so many amazing men out there. And, you know, my boyfriend is proof of that. My father is proof of that. My, you know, friends, my really close friends are proof of that. There are incredible men out there who will appreciate you for who you are and what it looks like down there after giving birth. Like, yeah, it's not going to look the exact same, but it's going to come back to its natural form. Yeah, silly butt. A few hours after giving birth, it's going to look a bit different down there. And that is completely okay. It is a vagina, not a sunset. It is a vagina. All right. It's a vagina. And babes, if you are going through anything similar like this, you deserve so much better, truly, so much better. I've, you know, had pasts with really just disgusting creatures of the earth who have put me down as a woman, who have made me feel like I'm not woman enough and all this kind of shit. And then, you know, I met my king and he makes me feel like I am a queen every single day and has for the past almost 2 years. And so there are people out there who will love you and find you sexy no matter what. Anyways, with that being said, my loves, thank you so much for your time today. I know this was a bit of a tough one, but I barely see people speak about this so brash, you know, and I know that sometimes in my videos I can come across like really but I feel like sometimes that's really what gets the message across, because are you going to watch Drama Queen? So basically I think that, you know, this is bad. No. All right. Anyways, I'm out of here. I am hungry right now and yeah, it's almost dinner time. Take care of yourselves and most of all, love your fucking selves.